Excuse me if it's a bit rough, but we'll take it as it goes. Hopefully someone will start coming in, and then we can chat. I'm just having this live stream to say thank you to all my live stream, all my subscribers. If it wasn't up to you guys, the growth wouldn't be doing so well as it's been doing. I mean, the click-through rates have been going very well. The views, I'm very close to having my 4,000 watch time hours, even though all my videos are very limited with time because I'd like to keep them, about 3 minutes long, usually lately because of audience retention. But if you guys would want longer videos, you can always say, and just say what kind of content you want. Obviously, I'm still going to put in FE content now and then because there's a FE content based stream, so but let's take it as it goes. Welcome all the new guys. 2 guys on my first live stream. That makes me feel good. Okay, back to 1. How you doing? Unfortunately, I can't do a proper live stream like I really wanted to. I was planning to do it on the PC, but I was having problems with OBS the whole day. And while I'm waiting for my new PC to come, I'll just have to do this ordinary one on my phone. Hi Sean, how you doing? No, I've explained to McToons, how can I put it? Sorry, my phone is just moving. Hey John D, how's it going? I just have to say to Sean, McToon's challenge is just a straw man argument. Since he started his challenge, it's just been based on horizontal planes. So we've explained this many times. I've done what he said is impossible. I've done the triangulations with triangles, the math, everything. He gave me 2 locations, and I did the math and I got it right. So instead of conceding that I actually did it, he went and said, no, you used globe math. So 90 degrees triangles, which he said globe doesn't use triangles, is now globe math. Great job, McToon. Anyway, welcome all 5 of you. If you guys have any questions, feel free. I'm here to answer, and hopefully we can get this ball going and get it getting going. So please share the show, and please know this is a rough because it is my first live. Hey Gadget, good to see you. Good. How you been doing? Haven't explained out to straw man. Sean, it's a straw man because he's basing it off of a flat earth and then saying it's a globe, and as soon as you do it based on a flat earth, then he has to move the goalpost and say no, it's globe. Don't matter what you're going to do, he's going to just revert back and say no, you got it right, so let's be globe. It's the same he did with Brian Leake. You do know Leake was using this same equation. 90 degrees, the depth of the globe, minus your angle, minus the declination, depending on the time of year and where you are, gives your location, your latitude. No Gadget. Sean has no proof of anything. He just still spews out the same. Oh, you can triangulate the distance to Polaris without understanding it's all optical. Sean, you can actually get McToon to come in now if you really want to. You can come and chat. More than happy. 7 people in. Happy everybody. Please remember to share the show. Hit subscribe. If you like the live streams, we can always do more. Is my sound at least right? Because I'm using the earphones because I can't really talk that loud. children are in the bed, so it makes it a bit difficult. I can only do it at night, really. So has anybody got any ideas on what kind of content you would want me to bring out in future? Because I am trying to move to a more audience-based channel. So even if you're a donut earther, doesn't matter to me. I'll still support you. You keep saying that the sextant only works on a flat earth, but you are terrified to prove that. Why is this? Again, Sean, the sextant relies on a horizontal baseline. That horizontal baseline is flat, it's straight. You know the sextant was never originally used for navigation. It was first used on land for surveying, hundreds of years before they actually decided to use it for navigation. You never thought of that. You know why that is? Why it's called a horizontal baseline and not a curved baseline? I have proved it by doing the triangles, by putting everything in, by showing the math. YouTube socks. Mark. Yep. It's amazing how much trolls I get on here telling me sextants, globes. Glad you enjoy. Yes, I know I got an ugly mug, but I was born with this. At least my beautiful wife and children make up for it. Sean, if I don't understand geometry, then how did I get it right to do what I did? I got an idea. Why don't you make a video taking those triangles I did and show me that it was wrong? Show me all those sides are wrong. Everything I did there was wrong. Then we'll see if I understand it or not. How does that sound? Oh yeah, what I wanted to do tonight was that, what was this reveal? Remember that? I actually had quite a few people giving answers on what they thought it could be. The sextant is used every day to navigate to a flat earth, right? Prove this and how it works, demonstrate. Again, I have videos explaining, even the last one with triangles and math for you, Sean. Go ahead. I'm not going to repeat myself. Okay? So anyway, about that what was it video, it looks like people really enjoyed it, and I wanted to do the reveal when my OBS really worked, but unfortunately I can't do screen sharing with this. Oh, my screen's skew. Sorry, my phone's busy falling here. I kind of taped it to a chair so I can get good lighting and everything. We're busy moving, so in a few weeks moving, then at least I can have a office / room to be able to do my streams in. So tomorrow I'll put out that video for the sorry, I'll get back to Rob. It's usually you can't put a face to someone unless you actually see them. Oh, Jose, how's it going, dude? Long time no chat. Hi, Mysterious. It's good to see you guys all short and chubby. I'm not really that tall. I am quite short. I was chubby at a stage. Spray painting actually thins out the man, I have to say. Must be all the heat and running around and stuff. Kind of gives me a six-pack. Yeah, but back to that reveal. I'm going to do a video, finish it tomorrow, and then I'll give the next, what do you think it is? The next one is quite cool, I think. And I'm trying to maybe focus more also on wildlife, because it seems that people also want to see some wildlife things. And since I live in the wildlife bush, I might as well give it a bit of a go. So whatever other ideas you guys would like, you just shout and I'll do. Hey Alan, how you been doing? Great work on your astronauts series. Everybody, if you haven't noticed, Alan has a great astronaut series on his channel, and I'd really advise anybody to go and watch it. It's really worth it. What's to concede, Sean? The only one that needs to concede are you guys. Have you shown how my math is wrong yet? Have you shown how I got the locations wrong? No. Tangent. Would that be a straight line? A point? I know he doesn't understand Gadget. But again, thank you guys all for your support. Hey Lumpy Gas. Good to see you guys. And I really appreciate all your support. Yeah, I already got 17. I didn't expect this on my first live stream. Honestly not. Especially on such a... Which one? No, you guys rock. No, I never showed this infinite number of suns, Sean. I proved and I validated that we can locate your GP on a flat earth using triangles. And I also showed you that the sun is just apparent, not physical. You might want to consider your globe as well, because your globe also says you only see the refracted sun, aka it's in more than one position at the same time. It's called hypocrite. You know, being a bit of a hypocrite because you don't understand what's actually involved. Yeah, nobody should really discuss models. I don't ascribe to models, but these days with how it's going with the flat earth and globe and stuff, it does open a nice, how can I put it, baseline to talk about, especially because a lot of the newcomers into the flat earth, they do only understand the models. I mean, I've got like 48 new subscribers in this last 2 weeks alone, and a lot of them are globers, so I must say I'm really enjoying the spike that my channel's getting at the moment, and I got big plans for the channel. I really going to put more effort into it, and I want it to grow, and I need you guys to help me grow it. And so far, trolls, I really appreciate it, because even you trolls are helping me grow this channel. Even though you try and muddy the waters for the new subscribers, but you guys are only showing who you are. You're showing your true self to them, no one else. Do you play rugby? I played some rugby, but I was actually a soccer player most of my life. When I was younger, I actually had an opportunity to go and try out for Blackburn Rovers. Luckily, my visa fell through, so that didn't happen. Otherwise, I probably would have been a professional football player today. If that happened, I wouldn't have met my wife, and I definitely wouldn't be in South Africa right now. So I'm actually blessed that it never happened. It was like my bags were packed and everything, and the visa just didn't come through for some odd reason. So I would call it reasons, God, maybe, probably what would have happened if I did. Sean, we've already done the Polaris challenge too many times. We've explained it too much. Hey, Liverpool vs Spurs. I'm more of a Manchester guy. My brother, though, is a Liverpool guy, but I do support Liverpool. I'll definitely take them over any other team, especially Arsenal or Chelsea. No, thank you. But these days, I'm not really into sport that much. I don't know. It's like since I've ever come to the flat earth, it just hasn't really bothered me. Hey, housewise. Yes, true. You can use the data, but you do know data is calculated. You can calculate an apple into existence that never was there. Just because the calculations work doesn't make it reality. Remember, guys, to share the show. And I'm so excited to be here, and I'm happy you guys will actually be able to chat. If you would want to do more of these sometime, just let me know and we do it. Thanks, Gadget. Yes, hit the thumbs up. Really appreciate you guys. Again, I never expected to actually have this much live viewers in a normal ordinary live stream like this. I was actually quite nervous to do the stream. Believe it or not, I'm not really the one to do it. Hey Globe, how's it going? I'm glad you're enjoying it, Alan. It's good to see some of you familiar guys, yeah. I am planning to future to do how can I put it, interviews and stuff. I got Michael Kahn. He's got a friend from NASA that used to work for NASA that wants that might be interested in talking sometime. Hopefully, if that happens, that'll always be quite cool. Like I say, I've got some videos that I'd like to show live, maybe some music, and just get someone on. Hey Gary Wabenga, how's it going, dude? That guy. He's also got very good explanations on perspective. Also a very good channel to check out. If you can find your latitude on a flat earth, you have no chance of finding your location on a flat earth. I found the latitudes. Have you watched any of my videos, Sean? That's why McToon is running from me with his tail behind his legs. Because he gave me 2 locations and I found the latitude for him, and I gave him all the math included with the triangles, everything. Precisely. Polaris are simple perspective angles. Everything is optical. They don't understand this because they believe everything has been fixed. Even on their globe, it's not fixed. I mean, if you're moving 1,000 miles an hour away from the sun, an hour ago, you were closer to the sun. Doesn't matter how much percentage you were closer, you are 10K for flats. Alan, I would still watch you live. Definitely. Sean Hawkins. You know what? Like I said, you can go and take my math I did for McToon's challenge of those 2, him and his friends' latitudes, which I got correct, by the way. You can take that and you can show me how it's wrong and how I didn't get it right. Because if it wasn't correct, doesn't make sense, does it? Hey Chrissy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, rugby, like I said, I did play, but I was more soccer guy. I played some cricket, a bit of baseball when I was younger as well. Sorry, I'm struggling with this phone to hold it in place. Maybe I can sit back a bit. That's better. Gravity? What's that? Gravity with a fart. That's true. Oh, and I think I'm going to be doing a history video on celestial navigation with the sextant, using the Kamal astrolabe and the Jacob staff. I think people would also enjoy that because I don't think a lot of people actually understand why the sextant was used for celestial navigation. I don't think people really understand why it was first used for surveying and not celestial navigation. So, sorry, just gonna stick one more table. You know this is South Africa when you do stuff like this. One more. Dit lyk beter. Well, Sean, I'm happy you're on my channel, but I'm not going to repeat myself over and over. And I wish you all the best for your belief system. Stephen Mudd, why is there 10% lower PSI at Mount Everest? Well, that's easy. You see how gas works. All the gas pressure we have on Earth comes from ground level. Is the space more condensed at the bottom? Yes, there's more buildings, there's more trees and rocks and mountains and everything. So there's more for these particles to hit against, and they're hitting everywhere. Now it is going with entropy. It's going up and up and up. It's taking its time. It's going up. Temperature's changing. The area it's following is changing. So that changes its pressure. That changes its temperature because it's inversely proportional. Ideal gas law, remember that. Everything has a reaction to it. But the thing you guys don't understand is, to have that gas pressure, you need containment. If you did not have containment, that would just instantaneously go into space. We would not be able to breathe. As Nathan Oakley says, we would all be dead. Speaking of that, I made a song on that on my other music channel. If you ever want to check it out, I'll put a link below in the description box. Lasers test, Chanders. Hey, Cats is on. How's it going, Cats? One of the seasoned trolls on here. The same guy that says you do need a container for gas pressure to exist, and then next size you don't need one. You know, the same guy that thinks gas is somehow affected by gravity, the direction of gas, which is definitely false. Gas is not affected by the direction of gravity. The direction of gas is not affected by gravity. And you can read that up in any physics you want to. Because even if it was given as a force, which it is not, it would be far too weak to do anything. Gas doesn't have potential energy, only has kinetic energy, because it's always moving. It's never standing still. I'm glad the trolls are coming in. The more the merrier. Trolls, remember to share the show to your fellow subscribers and your followers. I'm happy for all the views. Let's get this party started. Oh, that's nice. See why I say Cats is just a troll? I have me on mute while he's watching telly, lecturing science. I hope you teach them proper science, Cats, not pseudoscience. Bendy space-times makes oxyfluoride fall down. I wonder when they're going to accept what density is. Hey Jeff, yeah, decided to do a live stream. And yes, Lumpy, Sean is definitely silly. But that's what makes him Sean. You know, I always say to him, it's like he doesn't have more IQ than a tuna fish sandwich. Anyway, the guys that are defending gravity, have any of you wondered why they're moving towards entropic gravity these days? Like Van der Linde. Maybe have a thought of that. Or why they are not wanting quantum gravity really to happen. Because if that does happen, Einstein is totally in the... Well, it's already debunked Einstein, and Einstein already was debunked Newton, and well, both of them don't work together, even though you just use their calculations and think it's work. Hey, Michael Kahn, good to see you, dude. Glad you popped by. Thanks for coming. But yeah, at the end of the day, nobody knows what gravity is because it doesn't exist. If it did exist, you know what it is. When it comes to density, it can be demonstrated day in, day out. It can be explained day in, day out. Heck, even your specific gravity is based on relative density. So who's the ones that are not using science here? Who's the ones that are just showing religious belief? The ones that demonstrate, show what they understand, and explain it, and have their other people's belief of gravity based on it? Or the ones that just spew gravity, gravity, even though it violates natural law? Doesn't make sense. 22 guys, wow. Hey, just Barry, welcome. Yes, gas goes down, boom. I actually want to make a song about that. I think it'll be quite cool. Speaking of songs, Mr. Cheswick is making awesome flat earth songs lately. A lot. And they're brilliant, laughing at them, great. So shout out to Mr. Cheswick. Definitely was a channel to go and subscribe to. Catsy's a clown, I agree. Gravitas, meaning weight, exactly. Also, when it comes to measuring, weighing, ballers, when you weigh something, what is weight actually? When you put something on a scale, Is it the pressure exerted on that scale, or is it something pulling it down? But how can you say something's pulling it down when gravity is not a force? Do we live in fourth dimensional space and time, which is anyway man-made constructs, which is ignoring everything that happened? I think not. Yes, Jeff. Gas goes in all directions. No, Sean, gravity is not a force. I got videos on my channel that with top people saying it's not a force. For example, Eric van der Linde. Gravity is not a force. George Musa. Gravity is not a force. Very weird. I think I'd rather trust them than you. If it's heavier than air, then it goes lit up. Sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say there. The point is it's denser, it's going down to the denser state. If it's less dense, it's going up to the less dense state. Everything is built on foundations. That's just how nature works. If you build a house, you don't build the roof first. You build a foundation, and you build upon that foundation upwards. And you're definitely not going to use, let's say, a feather to hold up a brick, as I put in my other previous videos. You'd rather have a brick to hold up a feather. Why? Because the denser one has more weight. Because it has more substance. More substance means more oomph. That means more pressure to go through. Hey Mr. Slithers, how's it going? Good to see you guys. Yes, I'm on my first live stream. Hey Professor Phil, thank you for that. Glad you joined. But also guys, don't you find it odd that Newton discovered gravity with an apple? Actually, he didn't discover gravity with an apple. He watched the moon go down. And when he saw an apple on a tree, that was his idea. How could he explain this? And that's why he used an apple. So the story that actually fell on his head was just actual nonsense. You might want to go look up in that history. Also, why would they use an apple? Ever thought about the Garden of Eden? It's a reference. The Masons like to reference when it comes to spiritual things. You know, kind of in your face thing. Just a thought. Cavendish demonstrates mass attracting mass. Actually, no. Cavendish demonstrates torque. He demonstrates a vector based on the torque because of the density. Now, I've seen a lot of people try and do the Cavendish experiment. Experiments, not real experiment, demonstration, and they don't get it right. But then you get those that do it and they get it right. What do you think could be the cause of that mass moving? What do you think would happen if the mechanical mechanism wasn't created the way it did? Do you know how torque works? No, it's not mass attracting mass, Sean. Do you know how torque works, Sean? Do you know that distance and the weight on that distance with a pivot is why it moves? It's simple mechanics. It's just like having a little, how can I put it, illusion show on a stage. The mechanics is what makes the magic. It's not really the magic. You believe it to be magic. It's just a show. I've answered this question, Sean. Hey Beyond the Magic Curve, welcome. Good to see you here. 26 guys. Oh, this is awesome. Yes, Neil deGrasse Tyson dropped the microphone. He had to do that because he doesn't know what gravity is, remember? He said straight he doesn't know what gravity is. So what better than to drop a microphone? Um, the paper Cavendish published, you should find it. I do have it. If I if I remember after the stream, I'll put it into the thank you, Mr. Sled. I'll put it in the description box for you, because I think I do have it on my phone. It does sound like a force, doesn't it? You know, one thing that's also coming out of physics lately, they're saying the 4 fundamental forces are actually the same thing. That's what's being pushed in physics now. Magnetics, weak electron force, everything is actually the same thing, even though they say they don't know what gravity is. So even if you say something's not being magnetically attracted, by you saying gravity, you're actually saying magnetic attraction. Very weird. Roger, I doubt Sean will ever answer you. Like I said, that guy's got an IQ of a tuna sandwich. Talking about place. Sean, by moving those balls, it moves the torque. It's the length. It's the density that's pulling pressure on it. That's why it's moving. Why do you think it's pivoted at one point? No, there's no magnetics in Cavendish. Lead is diamagnetic, so it's definitely not going to be magnetics. Again, never said it was connected to large balls, Sean. Maybe try and understand what I said next time. Oh, I'm doing well for my first stream, 31. I thought I'm going to sit with like 3 people, maybe max. So I'm actually, again, saying very thank you to everybody to come. And please excuse my English. It's very deliciously. Maar jy is maar kaaskool, hoor. It's good to see you guys are communicating so well with each other in chat. Louder. Sorry, Lebe, I can't really talk louder. My children are sleeping right here. So I can't. I wish I could, but unfortunately it's not on the cards for tonight, because I can only do the live streams at night when they're sleeping. Otherwise you guys will not hear me at all in the day. I have wild children. No, it's not bad at all, Gadget. As I say, I'm really surprised. 32. Hey Cholster, how's it going? I don't know how to turn it up. It's on my phone. Got everything to the max, yeah. Is there some setting I can maybe turn up? No, I can just mute microphone. Sorry guys. I don't know if you guys can at least hear me. Maybe you can turn up your volume more. Maybe I can put it closer. Is that a bit better? Nah. Hey Robert E. Guns. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jolta. No, we've never seen an atom, John. That is just a belief and a model built on that belief. Again, a calculation to make a belief into existence. Doesn't mean because the calculations work, it is actually how it is. That's how the whole globe operates. They push a belief, they do a calculation equation based on that belief, and because the calculation works, therefore it's reality to them. It's just not how it works. It's the same I was saying the other day. I buy 2 ice creams I got in my hand. Now with math, I can give you these 2 ice creams and give you another 2. But I only had 2, so I'm sitting with -2. In reality, how do I give you 2 extra if I've only had 2? But because their calculations works out to -2, it is now reality. It's kind of screwed up. It's not logical at all. I just wish I knew how to keep the So we can talk about a volume on a material, example volume of water, so we can only have a three-dimensional volume of any material. I would say anything with substance is three-dimensional because we live in a three-dimensional world. If that's what you want to get to, John D. Mr. Slithers, again, McToon's challenge is a strawman challenge. It's not really a challenge. And he did give me 2 other locations to do, which I got for him perfect and went over and beyond, showing him the triangles completed with all the data. So why would I need to do his strawman challenge? Him putting out that challenge in the first place already debunked his so-called challenge. So you can say it all you want. I just don't see the reason to entertain that. And if anybody wants to see it, I got on my channel, I got a video explaining declination, how I did triangulation using the sun on a flat earth, and the McToon's 2 locations he gave me to get latitude, and I got it using a flat earth. Very weird. Hey Crockett, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you guys. Hey, 35, it's going strong. I'm very happy about that. So any of you guys have any ideas on future videos you'd like me to work on? Exactly, Michael. 3 bitcoins. You would think by now they would have had these 3 bitcoins. I mean, it's simple. They say globe is a fact. They say the 7 housekeeping questions have been answered and answered and answered. And I still haven't seen any of them answered. It's really weird. Hey Jordan. Yeah, most of my audience is flat earth on here. You're more than welcome to stay. But like I say, I'm doing a mixture, not just doing flat earth. Hey, bonjour, Franzier. I'm not really trying to just push flat earth, although it is a flat earth based channel. I want to cater more for all the audience. So you're more than happy to stay and give you ideas on what kind of content you want to see. And I'm here for you guys. And I don't know if you guys saw my latest community post, how well my channel is growing. I mean, my click-through rate is 205% up in the last 28 days. It's amazing. Everything is just shot up. So, all thanks to you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Yes, and Dal is also a great channel to keep up with. He also gets a lot of streamers, a lot of providers to come on. And we're also a very nice, relaxed chat. So Dal is very good to go on and talk to. Agreed, Chrissy. Definitely. Thanks, Jolly Man. Glad you guys are here to listen. Just chilling a bit, chatting. Although I do know there's probably going to be quite a few memes made to me now because now they got my face. But yeah. It's weird doing a live stream because when you're just typing, it doesn't really bother you if you're not really saying anything. You can still have your quiet moments and type it in. But if you're on a live stream and you got to talk, you got to. Yes, I'm African. I was born in South Africa. I think my accent kind of gives it away. I can talk Afrikaans to you if you want as well. Wow, Sean is very busy in this chat tonight. Sean, are you happy you're not blocked on my channel? I'm in the mood for some coffee. It's a pleasure, Sean. I unblocked everybody on my channel. Decided, what the heck? Let the trolls be loose again. No, I'm not doing a R1, Jose. Um, I wanted to do another type of live stream with my OBS, but unfortunately, I have to wait for my other PC to come. I was struggling with OBS the whole day. I got some other type of content I want to show and stuff, but this type of live stream, it's perfect for now. Because I really want to concentrate on audience retention. That's why I want the input from you guys to say what kind of content you want, what I can do better on, you know. And just like I say, I'm here for you guys. Do metals conduct when in gaseous form? Yes, no. Why not? Can gold in gaseous form be classified metallic? Do metals conduct when in gaseous form? Yes, I think they can. Why? Because I think they still hold the same properties, they're just in a different phase. They're just moving more, so it's jiggling more, so it probably can have more and can be classified as metallic. Good point. I think it could then be if it's like that. You guys ever want to have like a very intelligent conversation, talk to Dr. John D. That guy really knows what he's talking about. And I don't know if you've watched some of his content on his channel. Also, awesome stuff. Definitely be subscribed to that guy. The videos he did on flagellin was actually good. That was quite an eye opener for me. I never thought of it that way. But as soon as you read through it more and more, it makes more sense to you. You get taught a certain thing in a certain way, and the way you learn it, it catches with you, and then it sort of has a domino effect on other things. But if it comes to a point where you say, whoa, my foundations of what I've been learning there is wrong, that whole domino effect falls back to the other way. Hey Brian, how's it going, dude? Good to see you here. Yep. Hey Nathan. Doing well. Hope you're getting your CPU fixed. I wish I could help you. But yeah, I'm sitting on the same problems though. Sean is the judge. Actually, Sean is a judge channel. That's all he does. Just sits around, trolls channels, puts out content for his 2 viewers or whatever. I know he's got like almost 2,000 subscribers, but he only gets like 2 or 4 views, and then says the same thing. It's good to see Jose is still around. Jose is still doing also a great job. You guys can still subscribe to him. And Nathan Oakley, definitely. Yeah, Nathan Oakley's been channel's just been growing very steadily lately, and I must say I miss being on FPD, but I just can't get the time these days. I'm always at work. Funny enough, even Ranty from Auditing the Absurd, I got 3 or 4 subscribers from him this morning. Actually, they said he referenced them to me, which I was really surprised, because he's the last guy I would think that happened. So I have to say I am very impressed with his latest video with Amber Heard in them. I think it got like 6 million or 7 million views the last time I checked. So that I'm really happy for him, and I do support him. No, Slay, this channel's Oakley is not dead at all. Don't know which channel you're watching, but it's definitely not dead. Hey Science, thanks for popping by, even though it's not long. I really appreciate you guys being here. And Matthew, hey. Bev channel, oh yeah, please, you guys have to also, on the level, Bev channel, please guys, great channel as well. I always used to be on there as well, but since I don't have Discord anymore, and time and issues, but also Bev, anything that's got to do with level talk, he's the guy to go to. The crew there are very nice and laid back, and definitely a channel to subscribe to. And Bev, if you are listening, do miss you guys, do. I see I'm still getting people talking about with my one video I spoke about the radar proving horizons, how they are just angles. They don't like that. They don't like to understand that a radar shows that an angle is optical, but it still has physical boundaries. Because if something's going further away, that angle is getting smaller. And the large angle, okay, the floor, is going to get in the way and it's going to diffract. That's where you get the diffraction limit. So their so-called horizon, it's not physical, it's an optical based horizon. It's only limited by angles. And remember, cheers Jose, thanks for coming in, really appreciate it. And remember that optical horizon that you see. Wow, brilliant, 111,000 views. Brilliant, Nathan. That's very good. Yeah, so it's definitely not dead. But like I'm saying, that optical horizon you see, it's just optical. Thanks, D-Ball. No, all the old documents, physical horizon, sextant. Yeah, it's in the coffin. Look how far. Yes, I know how far whales can go. Over thousands of miles, Dr. John. That alone kills the globe. Because if it was curved, remember that travels straight. It doesn't travel over a curve. It would go, if it was curving like this, it just go whoop, gone. Or it will just go whoop and hit the curve or something. But that doesn't happen. Sonar is a wonderful thing. 4,000 miles, Roger. I thought it was 1,000 miles. That makes it even worse. Blue whale is 4,000. Yeah. Nathan, keep up a great work with your channel, dude. Really. You get the word out there to people daily, and it takes chutzpah to do what you do. Lately also, one thing I've been getting a lot is, I see the moon and the sun, so therefore planets. That's the type of arguments I get. Say my name. Yes, Nathan. Share the pain. They have to share pain. That's all they have to do. Wow, already we're going on for 8 minutes. I'm surprised. Hey, Dory. It's not a globe. Hey, write the handouts again. All these trolls just show one thing. Yep, I am on their radar. Have been for a while. I mean, remember that, Phil, you can see those things with the telescope. It doesn't make it a planet or billions of miles away. If you actually know the optical limitations you have, you would know it's not really the distance you think it is. What did I want to say? Someone's message was, yeah. Oh yeah, yes, I'm definitely on their radar. I mean, even that time I just took a break really from YouTube for 2 months or something. I was too busy, couldn't do nothing. The people thought I left YouTube for some odd reason. I gave up, I'm not a flat earther anymore. You know, that type of thing. And yeah, well, I'm still here. Weird. But yeah, like I said, we live on a stationary horizontal plane that can be observed every day of our lives. Wolfie has actually not really contacted me much lately since I asked him for that data. I mean, just the reason how you fly level for how much thousands of miles at the same level, no changing thrust, no changing pitch, nothing. That alone debunks his whole argument that you fly over a curve. And if they want to claim, oh, EOTOS effect, that's even more bunk. Because why aren't you fixing your path for EOTOS effect then if you're going to have more gravity at one place and less gravity at another place? Ever thought of that? Oh, they're going to say the percentage is so little. If that percentage is so little, it's still a difference. You would see that 0.1001 or whatever you want to call it. You'd see it in the data. There's nothing. Definitely nothing. Hey Jess, welcome. Good to see you. It's good to see you guys all. It's good to see you guys all in here. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Can't talk too long because me and my wife still want to have a bit of a date, and I think it is already like, don't even know what the time is. If I start, it's probably about 10 o'clock already. So yeah, I think in the for the what's coming up, content still gonna come is I'm going to do that, carry on with what you think this is and the reveals and stuff. Maybe do some more wildlife and a history on the sextant and celestial navigation. I think that will be quite interesting for people. Going to do some more perspective kind of things, also because I really enjoy that. Very true, Gary. Very true. I would like to see the Globers actually do more demonstrations because we don't really see demonstrations of them. Oh wait, we do get them to do demonstrations. Remember gas without a container, and then they bring them in a container and throw them in another container and then show they are too ignorant to understand a pipe is an open container. How it boggles my mind how someone can be a professor and you take a pipe that's made to contain things, it's just open, and say it's not a container just because it's open. It's like, what? People are mental these days. Literally, I got no words for that. A cup is a container, John D. It's an open container. Good one. It contains things. Alleged Professor Ryan. Yeah, maybe it is, but a very good one, I don't know. Oh yes, I remember when they had to claim Coriolis. And then when we asked them for the data for it, they just... And we never heard of it again. Do me a favor and take a bucket to the place you buy propane. You do know that propane would still succumb to entropy. It just takes longer, Sean. Do you know that? It will still disperse out of the container, the bucket. It takes more time. It's called the arrow of time for a reason, Sean. It's physics, reality. I mean, where did you guys get your education from? I really don't understand. Exactly, Michael. He doesn't have brain power. IQ of a tuna fish sandwich. Kindergarten. Hey, generally, good to see you. Hey, Rune, it's good to see you guys. I'm so happy Nathan's channel is doing so well. He really deserves it. He's working really hard. He's pushing out a lot of content these days. Is a bucket an open top container, a propane container for pressurized gas? What? Can you make a coherent sentence? A bucket is an open container, yes. A propane canister is pressurized, but it's closed. As soon as you open it, the pressure is released. Stating the obvious, don't know. So would you guys like me to do more of these? I was thinking maybe one a week or one every 2 weeks or something. Awesome. Yes, Professor Paul. Open container. As soon as something can go out, it's open container. Oh, it's good to see all the positive yeses. So I'll definitely be doing it again. Yes, everybody remember, go to Nathan Oakley's stream next. You know, it's funny with Simon Dan. That guy actually stays out of my way. He doesn't really try to engage with me at all. He put me once, I think 4 months ago, on one of his globe fails, but he only showed like a little snippet of me showing potential energy, him dropping a phone kind of thing. He hasn't really responded more to me than that. He doesn't even respond to my comments if I comment to him. He just has his globe troll army attack me if I say anything to him. I can email him anything, he just doesn't respond. But we all know why that is. Because when you actually have someone that actually has knowledge on something, to a person that's scripted to look like he knows knowledge, like Skyman Dan, you get what you get. Sean, a gas container is closed. It holds the gas in. It's created to hold it in. An open container is open. You can take that gas canister and open it, then it's no more a closed container, it's now open. I tried to explain this to Fight the Flat Earth as well on our debate, where he says an open container is closed and a closed container is open. Hey Bobby S, welcome. Good to see you. Pounds per square inch. Well, it's just a measurement. It's the pressure of the gas pushing on a surface wall. That's what pressure is. In other words, you can go 100,000 feet, you still got pressure. It's pushing on something. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything. Why do you think a barometer is based on what it's based on? It's containment. Without a barometer's containment, a surface wall, you can't measure any pressure. Yes, a pipe is an open container. Sean, what don't you understand? The butane he threw in there was dispersing. It just took longer because it's much more denser. When something's denser, it takes more energy to move. So it takes longer to get dispersal. It's hitting against each other and against everything else, but it just takes longer to move. Do you think it takes less energy for an elephant to move than it does for a little mouse? Which one takes less energy to move it? Like I said, the still thing yeah, pipe dream, exactly. Like I said, the thing you still ignore is gas has no potential energy, only kinetic energy. It never ever stands still. It's always moving around. Always. Sometimes faster, sometimes less faster. Sometimes faster, sometimes less faster. Never stands still. And it moves in all directions the whole time. So when you come with, oh, it's losing its potential energy, gravity's pulling it down, is total shit. It's bullshit. There's no such thing as gravity pulling gas down. Go to any university everywhere and ask them, direction, does gas direction have any effect by gravity? And they'll laugh at you straight, because it doesn't. Gas moves in all directions, not down. Are you throwing butane together down? You've clumped that bit together with a bit of whatever. But as soon as you leave it, it's just gonna fade away into the sky, dispersing into the available volume. It follows the arrow of time, like everything else in life. Entropy. And your globe is following the same course. Exactly, nature abhors a vacuum. You do not get actual vacuum in reality. I think I'm gonna do recaps on some of my presentations, like gas pressure and perspective and things. Maybe make it more exciting this time, that appeals to more wider audience. Will a bucket of SF7 expand to fill the room it is in? I don't know, Sean. You tell me, since you're the expert. Come. Rune, how's it good? Good to see you here. You've already been going on 61 minutes. I wonder if my wife has fallen asleep. Yes, Sean. Everything will. If it's a gas, it disperses. Easy, Stephen. Because there's more space up there. It's proportional to the area. PV equals nRT. Go and learn ideal gas, please. Sean, you want to prove it? Please do a demonstration. Because I'll guarantee you, if you have to open it and leave it, eventually it will. My tape is failing on me. I don't know what you guys have against Sleeping Warrior. Very nice guy. Yes, Sean is failing very badly. It doesn't matter. Rune, you can call me what you want. I just changed the name to Flatswood's Perspective, so it appeals to more of an audience. Like I said, I'm kind of expanding out, trying to get more people into the community, so to speak. You know, like I'm concentrating now on audience retention, because I definitely want to grow my channel. And Flat Earth is a very censored niche kind of thing, so you get very limited audience target market. So I am trying to, you know, do a mixture of things, you could say, but I'm still keeping the Flat Earth flair because it is a Flat Earth channel. Yes, it's a dense gas. Doesn't mean it won't go up, Sean. What have I told you? All gas moves in all directions. It just takes longer to move. It's not really rocket science. Less pressure at sea level, create strong hurricanes, but 10% lower. No, hurricanes are caused by the hot air traveling across the cold ocean. They mix and it sucks. It causes a pressure vortex, and that's what causes a hurricane. It creates a pressure. What do you think happens? Hot goes to cold. You were supposed to learn this in primary school. I mean, when it comes to you guys saying, "Oh, hurricanes are caused by Coriolis," it's total bullshit, dude. It's just got to do with the topography. Look at the wind currents, which direction they go. Look at the lands the wind travels over, where it picks up the hot air and where it pushes it. Look at which direction it comes from. It's the same as when you throw water in a basin. Depends where you throw the water that makes it turn. Same thing. You're just very gullible. And honestly, it's sad. What edge, schmuck? What edge? So I'm a liar because it hurts you? Share your cognitive pain. Exactly, Daryl. I didn't say it forms over land. Maybe pay attention. I said the air comes from land, the hot land, and it goes over the cold oceans. That's how hurricanes form. Bah. No, it doesn't mean there's an edge. Why would it mean there's an edge? If there's a globe, that would mean there's a curve, and we just can't find the curve, so. I've demonstrated tides in a fish tank just by using salient currents and topography. I mean, there's places all over Earth that the moon's present, there's no tide difference. The moon's not present, there's tide difference. Same with the sun. Moon and sun together, there's nothing, or there is something. It's got nothing to do with it. It's just the story. If you really want to look at it, go look at tidal nodes. Debunks their whole claim. Why are you bringing the Bible into this, Sean? Exactly. I mean, where I am, Inspector, according to the globe, if I jump in the air, the ground's moving 460 meters below me. Wow. Okay, you can say there's some momentum. Sorry, this thing's falling. Momentum, but you're still going to, the conservation of momentum, but you're still going to have a difference. Now, what's that other Science It Out or whatever made a channel, video the other day with a ball thrown up 10 meters in the air, saying the Earth's not moving underneath the ball, while it's showing demonstratively the Earth is moving underneath the ball while it falls. His argument is just it's not falling as much as we say it would. Catch here. Why are the planes not moving, as Nathan Oakley says, or the hot air balloons, or the blimps, or the birds? If you say it only moves 0.3 millimeters or 3 centimeters or whatever in that little 10 meters, but I mean that ball is just a very short time lived in the air. What do you think would happen if a plane had to fly opposite to the curve, to the rotation? It would add up. It doesn't. That's why the flight manuals say flying over a stationary plane. Very specific words. Even your NASA says that. The globe is just a contradiction model. That's all it is. One thing also can't understand is you guys keep telling us, oh, what about your map? What about your map? What about a map? Not one of your maps are accurate either. That's why you got so many maps. Not one of your maps are 100% accurate. Why do I need a map? Like I said, I've shown how you can get your latitude and longitude on a flat Earth. What's the map needed for? Why do I need to go and prove to myself a map and a model? Everything you observe proves flat, stationary. I don't feel me moving. I don't see movement. I don't see curve. If you understand how your eyes work, you'd understand everything you're taught is just a little BS based on a belief system created by Masons, the same people that want to control you. I've got nothing further to say about that. The trolls were definitely out here. You guys ever heard of Loran? Unless they painted on. Yes, Schmuck, you might want to go and dig deep on the research on how the Masons actually started and the organizations that are actually run by Masons today. Unlike you guys, me, this fella, does research before he talks. I wasn't always in the flat earth, by the way. Doppler effect doesn't show the earth to reflect, to be rotating. Doppler effect shows its object moving. Sound moves. Is flat a shape? Nope. I know we live on a stationary horizontal plane, and we definitely have topography. That means there's elevations higher and lower than a horizontal base. But it's not a globe. That's 100% for sure. Very true, Gadget. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to have to start saying bye. Me and my wife still have a bit of a date to do, and it is quite late. I really appreciate you all coming through. I think maybe we can do this again next Saturday. I'll send a community post and you guys can give a thumbs up or not. I am busy with the move and stuff, so it does also make it kind of difficult. And then, yes, I should be getting my fiber line when I've moved there, so that's going to be quite cool. Thanks all for coming again. Really appreciate all your support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And again, I really, really, really appreciate you guys. And you too, trolls. Peace out. God bless.